Hello.
And welcome to Film
Bastards. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, people, and welcome to episode 580 of Film Bastards. I am one of your co-hosts, Matt Foster, and as ever, I am joined by...
Becky Foster, hello everyone.
And...
In 16 days, I will meet Donkey Kong. Ian Loring.
Fucking A. That just sounds awesome. It just sounds... I'm going to be enjoying how much you're enjoying your holiday. I'm passively really looking forward to it for you.
I'm very worried how excited I'm going to be about getting a photo with Donkey Kong.
But fuck it, why not? Gotta get excited.
He's big as well.
Yes, of course he is. Big beautiful bastard. What have we got? What have we got this week? Talking of big beautiful bastards, we've got a Minecraft movie. We have a dead unicorn in Death of a Unicorn, kind of.
When did you guys see Death of a Unicorn? I saw it Friday. I can't remember a fucking thing about that film. Spoiler alert for my thoughts.
We saw it last night, didn't we?
Great.
Still can't remember an awful lot about it.
That might be a short review. Yep. We're going to have some what we've been watching bits and some all sorts happening over there. Yeah. Listen to our friend shows, Pod Syndicate, other fellow Pod Syndicate shows, including Entertainment Landfill, Rewatch Project, and Chinstroker versus Punter. Go listen to those. I'm saying this at you, Becky. I'm saying you go listen to them, but not now because you're doing this show.
I don't listen to podcasts.
Fuck you. Don't do that. Also, we have had some trailers this week. I know there's been a few weeks where I think we've had to do two. There's been quite a lot.
There's been a few, yeah.
There's been a lot. So what trailers have you been watching, Ian?
Clown in a Cornfield.
Did not see this one. I don't think.
Yeah. Had it before Death of a Unicorn. New film by the guy who directed Tucker and Dale versus Evil. Apparently.
Yeah.
It's evil clown killing people in a cornfield.
I mean, yep. Just Tucker and Dale versus Evil. That is a good time.
Yeah, and I feel like that's not. I couldn't tell you who the director is. It doesn't feel like someone who's done a lot.
No.
Eli Craig.
Yeah, what was his...
Or Craig, probably, if you're American.
No, Craig, if it's his first
Craig.
name.
Oh, okay.
Craig.
Little Evils, Zombie...
Zombieland TV show episode. Yeah. That's about it. Not a lot, really. Yeah.
Something called The Tao of Pong.
That was his first one, wasn't it? It's a short thing.
It is, but it's about a Taoist ping pong prodigy, so I'll probably try and find that. Sounds funny.
Reminds me of The Arrival of Wang. Do you remember that, Mark?
Wang, yeah.
Yeah.
that film was nowhere near as much fun as the title suggested.
I never watched it. Yeah, that's a shame.
We got a lot of mileage out of that.
We did.
Yeah. Yep. And late phases, because we couldn't remember what it was called, so we just kept on saying things that rhymed together.
Straight faces. Yep.
And the fact that Noel accidentally asked for a ticket to Rape Faces.
Yeah.
Because we'd just been saying it, and the girl behind the counter just looked at him with just a face of just, I have no time for your bullshit.
Yeah. It's a good time. Fountain of Youth, which is the film equivalent of a difficult wank for me, because it's Guy Ritchie.
Yeah.
But it's also John Krasinski.
Yeah.
It's like they went, let's make National Treasure again, but with this guy.
Yes.
It's very much that vibe. It looks shit, to be honest.
It didn't look very inspired, did it? I'm a bit worried about Guy Ritchie. I think he needs to slow down.
And yeah, I think that's it. But also, he might be doing... It looks like he's doing Roadhouse 2. Which...
At least he's got a good relationship with Jakey G.
Yeah, that's it. That feels like Jake Gyllenhaal. Like they've gone, Jake, we know you want to do this, and we're all ready to go, but we don't have a director. And he's gone, hang on a minute, I know someone who's got a free weekend.
My issue there is it's not really his wheelhouse. And, like, the Roadhouse remake, I know that there are people who don't like it, fucking weirdos, but it kind of was lightning in a bottle, and, like, changing anything seems really risky.
But it's the Jakey G thing, I think, of it all, isn't it? He just plays the character very, very well. I think if you've got Guy Ritchie just there having a good mess about in the sun, because Josh Hartnett's going to fucking turn up. Statham might turn up. Fucking Charlie Hunnam's going to turn up.
I know, but then it just becomes a Guy Ritchie film. It's not a Roadhouse sequel. It's just a Guy Ritchie film. And I don't know whether I'm just fucking done with modern Guy Ritchie films, because they're all a bit derivative.
The thing is, if the Fountain of Youth was anybody but Krasinski, I think I'd be more excited by it. But the fact that he...
What, you're not against John Krasinski? Is it because you're jealous because he's married to Emily Blunt?
No, I'm not.
Is it because you're jealous, Ian, that he's married to Emily Blunt?
He's just a bit of a knobhead.
It's the If, which was a film I liked more than I thought I would. But, like, the whole From the Mind of John Krasinski, that I swear he forced the marketing team into putting out there. Because who the fuck would say that otherwise?
Yeah.
There's just, there's a smugness. And, I'm going to be Jack Ryan. And, because I can do that because I'm John Krasinski and I'm married to Emily Blunt. I feel like, from an acting point of view... Yeah, okay, he's Jim from The Office. What else have you got for me?
Yeah, I don't... You're the guy who made a shush face in the movie you wrote.
I mean, all credit to him for directing Quiet Place and Quiet Place Part 2. Fair play.
Good films.
From an acting point of view, what has he actually done that people like?
Yeah. Because Amazon really want everyone to watch Jack Ryan, but I'm not sure anybody does.
People do watch Reacher, I know that.
People watch Reacher, yes. But I like adventure movies, and it's an adventure movie, so I'm in. I'm hoping that it's a bad trailer, good film.
Have you watched the trailer?
Yes. It's a bit mad.
It's dull.
Do you know what's not dull? The Havoc trailer.
Inject into eyeballs.
Yeah. It's just... It finished, I turned to Bex and went, that looks really violent.
and that Fontaine's DC song as well is a very good get you hyped up for violence song to have in the background.
And it just very much feels like this is just going to be... It's not Tom Hardy doing kind of goofy Hardy. It's Tom Hardy doing menacing violence Hardy. And I feel like we've not had that in a while.
This is out the day I meet Donkey Kong.
Oh, you're having the best fucking day.
I really am, because we're all going to be knackered by the end of that day, and we're all going to want to chill out, and I can just stick my AirPods on and watch Havoc on my iPad. And it's wearing my Donkey Kong hat I probably would have bought. You can buy Donkey Kong mugs that are shaped like they got a handle, but they're shaped like the barrels in the games. And that might be my new beer mug. I'm very excited. Sorry, I'll stop in a sec. I'm going to spend so much money on shit between Super Nintendo World and the Nintendo Museum. I'm going to spend so much money on shit. I can't wait.
Fuck it, do it.
And I have located something I'm going to buy Becky. Not in the Nintendo World.
Okay.
Oh, nice. That's just that. Just having that day and then sitting down and just going, right, Tom Hardy and fucking Forrest fucking Whitaker just have a go. I swear one of the guys in that was Luis Guzman as well.
Luis Guzman?
There's a guy who looks like Luis Guzman in that.
Really?
Yeah, I looked at it and was like, oh, fuck, is that Luis Guzman? And it might not be, but it doesn't matter. The guy who looks like Luis Guzman will become Luis Guzman in my head, in my brain. So whoever the fuck it is, guy who looks vaguely like Louis Guzman will just become Louis Guzman to me. Well, it's Luis Guzman. Fucking told you. Why didn't that happen in the trailer and Luis Guzman? I know he's not an and guy, but he is to me. They should have just put it on there.
Just for you.
It should have been, look, I'm going to make this film. I've got Tom Hardy, I've got Forrest Whitaker, I've got all these fucking people. And she's also got Luis Guzman. And when Netflix went, what? He went, and he's going in the trailer. It's a non-negotiable.
They needed to do... I've seen the credit. You see the credit in films every now and then. It's very rare. With the special participation of...
Yeah.
With the special participation of Luis Guzman.
Reintroducing Luis Guzman.
Oh, that's good.
We need to get that. That should happen. Should get lift off. Just reintroduce people that you go, fuck, we fucking missed you. Yeah,
I half expect Netflix to put out a statement saying this film has been on the shelf for 3 years and the reason is not production difficulties but because we were worried it would fuck too hard.
Yeah.
And we had to just let some of its libido
just die down.
It's very, very pumped up to kick you in the face.
Yeah. Luis Guzman plays Raoul.
Of course he does.
Fucking yes. This might be the best film of the year. Like, already. I might let Letterboxd it just 5 stars now.
It's going to be awful if it's shit.
It's not. It can't be. It's got Luis Guzman in it playing Raoul. How long is it?
We were talking about Tom Hardy at work yesterday.
An hour and 45. Sorry, an hour and 45. That is perfect.
Yeah. I was questioning why, if you were Tom Hardy, right, and you could look like, say, Inception Tom Hardy, why you would spend any time looking like Ratchet Tom Hardy.
Because it doesn't matter, you're still Tom Hardy.
I know, but like, why would you go, right, I mean, I can look like Inception Tom Hardy, I can wear a suit, I can look hot as fuck, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this shitty spy movie where I wear a cardigan.
But that was when it was coming up, though, wasn't it?
Tinker Tailor came out.
No, it was made before, though.
Yeah, was it?
I like the fact that, did you see, because he's in that new Guy Ritchie TV show, isn't he? Yeah.
Okay.
Like, what's it called? It's just come out or just coming out? What is it called? It's not The Gentleman, because that's the last one. He's in a new one. Where is it? Mobland.
Okay.
So he's in the TV
That just
series.
feels like AI made that.
Yeah.
Guy Ritchie's making a Tom Hardy starring TV show and it's called Mobland.
Yeah. And it's got Tom Hardy in it, Pierce Brosnan's in there, Helen Mirren, Paddy Considine, and there's sort of like a few people in it. And somebody asked him, said, how come, you've done like a TV thing? And he said it was shooting like in London and I got to work, but I got to spend some time actually at home and it was kind of cool. I got to go home with my dog every day.
Does really like his
And
dog.
it's like, that's quite nice that he's just saying, I still wanted to work, but I just also wanted to see my dog and spend some time with my wife.
Oh yeah, no, and that's lovely. And I wasn't knocking him as a person. It confuses me how different he can look depending on factors. Like, it is just really strange. Because like normally hot people are just hot all the time, aren't they?
We are, yeah.
Whereas, he can really not be when he wants.
I don't have that problem.
No. It's the beard is magnificent.
Predator, Killer of Killers. One of 2 Predator movies we're getting this year.
Was this the animated one?
Yeah.
Is that what it was called? This looks fucking mint.
It does look fucking great.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm little bit gutted that it's probably not going to get a cinema release. It's just going to be straight onto streaming. I'd happily go and watch this in the cinema.
Do that wine glass trick with your iPhone and put it on the wall.
Yeah, I'm alright, cheers, mate. But yeah, very, very, just,
Looks
yeah,
really good,
go
yeah.
on then. And it's made me more pumped for the actual live action one we're getting as well. Because it's got a really good use of the Predator score in that trailer. And it's a banger of a score. Like, I don't think that the Predator score needs to fuck that hard, but it does.
I was once talking to someone, and they asked me like what my favourite movie soundtrack was, and I was like, "Oh, Schindler's List," and they were like, "Schindler's List, really? Like what? What's the music in that?" And I just went, da 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 cha 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 da 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 da. And then I just looked at them and went, "Oh no, that wasn't Schindler's List. No, it was Predator."
I mean, the thing is, I'm sure the soundtrack to the score of Schindler's List is very, very good.
I've never seen Schindler's List.
It's not as good as what's it? Not as good as Predator, is it?
I mean, basically 99.9% of anything isn't as good as the score for Predator.
That's a fair comment. Yeah. Right. Next time I watch Schindler's List at some point, my brain will automatically just replace the score with the Predator.
I feel like there's no next time I watch Schindler's List. I feel like it's a film people watch once and go, tick.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know that it's not good.
No, it's
just why would you put yourself through that more than once?
It's like nobody has ever been kind of just browsing round in fucking HMV and gone, "Oh, Schindler's List,"
or like scrolling on like Sky TV, or like, "Oh yeah, do you know what? I'll watch Schindler's List. That sounds like a banger for tonight."
Yeah, do you want to watch Schindler's List tonight? Nobody has Netflix and chilled to Schindler's List apart from maybe Nazis.
It's when you feel like you're feeling bad, you want to feel worse, and you want to educate yourself whilst also like feeling bad about yourself.
Yeah.
Watch Schindler's List.
Yeah, you watch Schindler's List to prove to yourself that you're a deep thinker. You get halfway through it and go, "I wish I was fucking watching Predator." This Hitler guy'd have no chance if a Predator came down.
He wouldn't actually.
Do you know who might have a chance if a Predator came down?
Yeah.
Ethan Hunt might have a chance if a Predator came down. Yeah.
I find myself, against my better judgment, getting more and more pumped for this movie.
It looks fucking good.
I like the fact that it's just the Mission Impossible music throughout the trailer as well.
Yeah. Yeah. There's more Vanessa Kirby than there is Hayley Atwell in the trailer, I've noticed.
Yeah, fuck that Hayley Atwell bitch.
Yeah. I'm very pumped for this.
I'm still so hurt. I really want it to be good, and I really want it to be a good send-off for the character.
This is the thing that worries me, is that it won't be a send-off. And I'm so worried they're going to do a John Wick Chapter 4 and have it just be like, "Oh, he's dead. Oh, but is he?"
Yeah, I don't want him to die at the end of it.
No.
But I want him to be very much like, just stop and just go, "I am too old to do this again." And have it almost a little bit like Cruise kind of admitting through what's it. "I'm too old to be doing this shit. Come on."
Yeah, and also just the fact that Dead Reckoning did all right, but didn't do great.
Yeah.
And I think this will do better because it is timed better. But I'm just really wary that they're going to go, oh, it did really well. All right, yeah, fine, we'll do another one.
I kind of want him to have like a Christian Bale's Batman ending where Simon Pegg just sees him in a cafe drinking coffee with Rebecca Ferguson, and it turns out she's been like witness protection or something, and then he goes to join her. That would be great. That would make me really happy.
Yeah.
Yeah. It isn't going to happen, though. But
No,
I do think this will be the last one, though.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I think that they will have other things that they want that they can do.
The thing is, he is inarguably too old for this shit. And probably has been for a while, really, to be putting himself through all the stuff that he does for these movies. However, he's always made it look good before, whereas in this one, it looks a bit wrong.
But he has... They have built up to him slowing down, having to sort of physically slow down a little bit. And they have mentioned it a few times in... What is that? But yeah, I'm very up for it. Right, the most Wes Anderson that Wes Anderson has ever Wes Anderson.
No, thank you on this one.
Are you no thank
Absolutely
you?
fucking not. No.
Right.
When he was Wes Anderson, but he still made coherent, decent looking fucking movies that looked like they had a plot
shit.
and weren't just a bunch of quirky vignettes. I could get behind the Wes Anderson of it all. He has crawled up his fucking arse in the last few movies, and I'm not here for it anymore. He can fuck off.
And I'm gonna get my spoon. I'm going to open up those arse cheeks and I'm going to scoop out all the lovely nummy Wes Anderson goodness.
But you rail against filmmakers just churning out cliched shit for shit sippers, and that is what this is. That is what this is. It is. It's just right. How can I Wes Anderson the fuck out of this Wes Anderson movie? It's like he's just put in all of his previous movies with a dateline so that it knows what the progression is into an AI system, and it's vomited this shite out.
Wow, you really nice.
No.
I thought it was all right.
No, fuck off. I hated his last one as well. What was that awful last one that he made?
Asteroid City.
I liked
Fucking
Asteroid City.
awful. Absolutely barely watchable.
I didn't mind Asteroid City.
Fucking awful. Not everything has to be pastels. Not everyone has to be quirky and sarcastic. Just fuck off.
I liked Asteroid City, and I think the thing is, if this is what Wes Anderson's going to do now, and it just be a series of living fucking dioramas, I'm kind of alright with that.
Mate, well, you can go watch it on your own. Honestly,
I thought Asteroid City was cracking, and like I thought it had some real emotion behind it, as well as the artificial diorama stuff. And I'm pleased that Michael Cera's in it. That feels like that should have happened a long time ago.
The Michael Cera thing, I thought, it's good that he's working with him again. Wait a minute. Wait, what? He's not worked with him?
Do you know, I'm really genuinely pleased for you that you both enjoyed this trailer and that you both enjoyed Asteroid City, but it made this trailer made me want to get my brain out of my head and give it a good scrub.
What did Tron Eric's trailer make you do, Max?
I'm really excited about the Tron sequel, threequel. I like the other two. I like them. I was on board with this from the start. The trailer doesn't give you much, but a police car gets tronned and it's fine. I'm really happy about it.
Fucking hell, Venetian Scheme is out the same weekend as Mission Impossible.
Is it? Fucking hell.
Yeah.
Some counter-programming.
God, that's a big weekend, mind. You got Mission Impossible and Lilo and Stitch out on the Wednesday, and then Venetian Scheme out on the Friday.
Fucking hell. Good counter-programming, though, I suppose.
And then all that's out the week after, really, is Karate Kid Legends.
Okay. Alright.
Weird fucking summer, actually. Week after that, Ballerina. Nothing else. Week after that, How to Train Your Dragon. Nothing else. Week after that, Elio and 28 Years Later. There's a double bill for you. And then the week after that, F1 and Megan 2.0.
Oh.
Again,
I'm really concerned about how this year's going to pan out cinema wise, because I feel like there's really not that much I'm hyped for.
There's so much I'm hyped for.
Name me some.
Well,
Because I might just be forgetting some that are coming out.
the Naked
all right,
Gun.
I'm going through the schedule now, and we'll talk about Naked Gun in a minute. But look, okay, so Wednesday, 2nd of July, Jurassic World Rebirth.
No.
Yeah.
Friday, 11th of July, Superman.
No.
Yeah, no.
Week after that, I Know What You Did Last Summer.
Yes.
I didn't even know they were making. Is it a reboot or is it a sequel?
Sequel, but Jennifer Love Hewitt and Freddie Prinze are in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, alright then, yeah. I'm not hyped for it, but I'll say I'm looking forward to it.
Week after, Fantastic Four.
I'm intrigued by that.
I'm intrigued by that. I'm concerned about it.
I'm
but
more
intrigued.
excited about Thunderbolts.
Fair.
Week after, coming out, I think 2 months after its US release, the new one from the Talk to Me directors, Bring Her Back.
No.
So, but speaking quite frankly, that'll be on US VOD way before then.
Yeah. That looks
okay,
that looks fucking bleak. That movie.
Yes, yeah. Week after that, The Naked Gun, which we'll talk about in a minute,
Yeah.
and Zach Kreger's new one, Weapons,
Ooh,
which is
got some good
supposed,
buzz.
yeah, has got some fucking good buzz. Week after that, Nobody 2 and Materialists. Week after that, The Life of Chuck. So
I'm
there you
excited
go,
for that
Becky.
one. Yeah.
Week after that, new Darren Aronofsky one, Caught Stealing.
That's a comedy in it.
Don't know.
Very sad with someone that's a comedy, which could be interesting. A comedy from Darren Aronofsky.
And that takes us to the end of August. So, Bex, basically, you've got The Life of Chuck and I Know What You Did Last Summer.
But you've got Mission Impossible before that as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you'll like something, I'm sure, at some point. You'll like The Naked Gun.
Well, no, we haven't finished on Tron Ares
Oh yeah,
yet.
Tron Ares first, yeah.
Future shit.
Cut. What?
Future shit. Love it.
It looks ace.
Yep.
9 Inch Nails doing the fucking score.
Yep.
Like, which I'm assuming that music in the trailer was them.
Yeah.
Because it'd be weird if you feature that quite prominently and then it's not them.
And it's very much prominent. They're going, this is 9 Inch Nails. It's not Trent Reznor and Atticus Ross.
Yeah.
It's 9 Inch Nails.
Yeah, real interesting. That one shot of the big fucking 3 sides of a square thing just going down the fucking city street. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm here for that. Light cycles in the real world, like cutting a police car in half.
Yeah.
Let's fucking have it.
It just looks like it's going to be massive.
Yes. Did you ever watch Tron? Is it Tron Legacy, the
Yeah.
second one? Did you ever watch it? It's fucking good.
I like Tron Legacy. It's good.
When's this out?
October.
October, yeah.
Oh, it's a while away, but I'm going to watch the other two beforehand.
Yeah, and Tron Legacy's getting like a 4K at some point in the next few months as well, and that is going to look fucking spectacular. The thing about Tron Legacy though is that de-aging has really not aged well. I rewatched Tron Legacy maybe last year or the year before, and that shit looks fucking rough.
Does
but
the de-aging need de-aging?
Absolutely. But aside from that, though, old Joe Kosinski himself, F1's Joseph Kosinski, absolutely fucking banging world building in that film. And that's the Daft Punk score is not fucking about either. Like it honestly, the title card in that thing where it's like Jeff Bridges is like, I got in, and then the theme like ramps up. Oh, yeah, it's like, yeah,
It just looks big. I'm excited for it. Yeah.
yeah.
Go. It looks like a proper blockbuster.
Right, Naked Gun. You're very excited about Naked Gun.
Yes. I'm excited for the silliness. And the trailer lands it very well. I like the fact that the trailer very much goes, or you think it's going to be silly, this is how fucking silly it's going to be.
I think Liam Neeson's really good at comedy.
Yeah.
That particular type of comedy.
Yeah. But and then the scene of them all crying and it gets to the guy with OJ in front of it.
Nah.
That's good.
It's just, yeah. It's got a writer who is I think good at writing comedy, and it's got a director who I think is good at directing comedy.
Yeah, I think this looks really good fun.
Yeah. If it is a smidge over 100 minutes, I'll be worried. But yeah.
It won't be.
It can't be. I don't think legally it's allowed to be. And then, lastly, Mithrigan 2. 85 minutes to Naked Gun.
Nice.
Yeah, Mithrigan 2. This is smart. Make it Terminator 2. Why not?
That's it. Make it Terminator
But
2.
she's still a dickhead.
Yeah. I like the design of the actual little robot thing she's in at the start of it. It's just this fucking malevolent thing, and you just put it into something that looks mildly adorable.
But it's great that it's not just it's happening again.
Yeah. It's let's go chase this down, and you're just gonna get a really good fight.
Yeah. And Oops, I Did It Again as the soundtracks. Like, yeah, great. The tone's so spot. Like, I hope... Because the first film had its kind of funny moments and whatnot, but the whole weird, campy, bitchy kind of thing felt like it was more in the marketing than the film itself.
Yes.
This looks like it's feeding off of that's what people actually want out of this. Okay, let's do that. And yeah. I like the way she's just like, yeah, leave Katie alone, but you can do what you want with whatever Alison Williams' character's called. You know, it's good. That's good shit. Like, that's F1 and Mithrigan 2 is going to be a solid weekend.
Oh, is that the? Are they out the same weekend?
Yeah, F1 on the Wednesday, Mithrigan 2 on the Friday. Fucking hell. Bloody Trump's just announced a 90-day pause for the tariffs apart from fucking China.
Apart from China. Oh, that's a big climb down.
How's he
set?
Like, he said the move was prompted by the lack of respect that... because he's also raised it on China to 125%. Hang on, but... He literally said earlier on today, like, no, this is the way it's got to be done. So, like, one of his shady
in the background
backers has got to him. Yeah. Oh, fucking hell. Right. Sorry. And I'm just... Yeah. My ISA has responded accordingly. I tell you what, though. As soon as I'm not losing any money, I'm fucking pulling all my investments. I'm just keeping it all in cash. Sorry. A bit of a tangent. My ISA has literally lost like 20% in the last week. Oof. And that's for Lottie's like uni fund. So it's been scary. So apologies, but yeah, Trump, what a fucking bellend.
Yeah, I mean, stop proving how fucking dumb you are. We all know.
Oh, I tell you what, bloody hell, good news coming in for you as well. Mo Salah and Virgil van Dijk are about to sign new 2-year contracts, apparently.
It would appear like that is the case, yeah. There was a lot of the patch journalists were talking about it, and then like that news broke about an hour ago, and then 20 minutes after that, the Liverpool Instagram account posted a picture of Mo Salah.
Well, there you go. Good stuff.
Also, as well, apparently, because of the word of mouth on how well, how decent the drop is going to do, or drop, Christopher Landon and Jessica Ruth have both said that Happy Death Day 3 is happening.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. That's, fucking yes.
And it's going to be, what, Happy Death Day to us?
Yeah. Yep. That's good.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
Love to see Jessica Roth do something again. She hasn't. It kind of seems like she hasn't done much, and that's a shame because she's fucking great in those films.
Yeah, she's a very charismatic screen presence.
That she is.
Right. Shall we do a movie we've all watched? Because you didn't watch Minecraft, did you?
No.
So let's
What the fuck, Becky?
kill a unicorn.
I'll tell you what. I bet you would have enjoyed Minecraft movie more.
And you
Probably.
100% would have enjoyed it more. So Death of a Unicorn, written and directed by Alex Schaffman, and stars Paul Rudd, Jenna Ortega, Will Poulter, Taylor Leone, Richard E. Grant, that girl from Spaced that we couldn't remember her name. It's Jessica Hines, by the way.
What the fuck was she doing in this?
Donna.
Yeah.
She
Like, it's not even a comedic role.
no. Like it's like she must just know someone. She must have just been around.
Or they thought her role was going to be funny, but they were just making shit up on the spot with this.
We're going to do 2 films where people make shit up on the spot. One of it works and one of them doesn't. A father and daughter accidentally hit and kill a unicorn while en route to a weekend retreat where his billionaire boss seeks to exploit the creature's miraculous curative properties. Yeah, kind of. Pretty much. Bex, Death of the Unicorn, you were enthused about this. I think after I watched the trailer, I turned at you and went, I just don't see why that needs to be a movie. Did it need to be a movie?
No, the story is paper thin. It's just weird. It's got like a moral message that's just like, well, yeah, the. Everyone looks weird in it, apart from Taylor Leone, who looks fucking magnificent in it. To be fair to her, everyone looks weird in it. Like Jenna Ortega looks like she's struggling to organise the lower half of her face, and Paul Rudd just looks like he's got a blurring filter over him the entire time.
He does, doesn't he, though?
Really weird.
Yeah.
Good call.
Yeah, he does actually, doesn't he?
Yeah. It's fucking. It's. He looks like a cyborg of Paul Rudd. He's plasticky.
Yeah, that's fair, that.
I mean, Richard E. Grant looks like Richard E. Grant, but older somehow. Will Poulter's just got a real weird face anyway, but he works it. He's actually probably the best thing in it, for me. He's quite funny when he snorts the unicorn horn. That just made me have a really good little chuckle. But yeah, it's just a bit shit. Just it's flimsy. It's just flimsy.
Will Poulter is one of those weird actors that, like, in Detroit, he's really fucking good at menacing. Like, he's really good at it. And because, let's face it, he's a big fucking guy. He can do that shit. But also, he naturally has really good comedic timing.
And like these little throwaway comments that he makes throughout this are 99% of the funny.
Yeah.
Like his bit of like, I don't feel like I should be wearing swimming shorts for this. he's just really enjoyable.
Cancer, that's the worst one.
Yeah.
But yeah, Ian, Death of a Unicorn.
Yeah, I mean, it's like minimum viable product for every single element. I don't think I could say it was shit, but it's just so will this do throughout the entire thing. And Bex, your point about like its meaning, A24 is funded by a bunch of venture capital money
Yeah.
now. And, they're probably there's probably a lot of people like the Richard E. Grant and Taya Leone characters in this film who have invested in A24, and there's just a bit of a fucking grow up aspect to it. Yeah, all right, rich people are dickheads. Cool.
But you're all rich people.
Yeah, and and
it's almost like they're going, not us rich people.
Yeah,
The other rich people.
The bad rich people, not us Hollywood rich people.
Also, why is there a quota that every 3 months we have to have a movie where people go to a rich person's house for a retreat?
Maybe.
but I mean, at least Companion was fun.
Yeah, Companion was a lot of fun. This just isn't.
I honestly I was waiting for it to end. Maybe it is shit. Because I gave it 3 out of 5 on Letterboxd, but it just there's fuck all to it. It's Paul Rudd absolutely going through the motions.
It's
like
wild that he's in this.
It is. It's just a super lazy performance.
I feel like that's kind of become a bit of a trend for him though.
Yeah.
Like, he's not acting in movies anymore. He's Paul Rudding in movies.
A bit like a new Jeff Goldblum.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good pull. And I mean, yeah, all right. The thing is, by the end, I liked the idea of the ending of the father and the daughter have reunited and whatnot, but I don't think Paul Rudd's character earned that at all.
No,
he's a dickhead.
It's an
throughout the
unearned
entire
reconciliation.
thing. Yeah, he does one good thing, and it's like, yeah, all right, we'll bring him back from the dead. No, it is completely unearned, and yeah, I don't know. Taya Leone, I mean, yeah, looks great, absolutely. One note as fuck. That her note is she pretends to care about things but actually doesn't.
Yeah,
great.
And
well done.
It's like, yes, we know she's a rich white woman who has nothing to do, so she pretends to be a philanthropist.
Yeah, I mean, look, A24 have got a lot of money. They want to make more mainstream commercial kind of product. This felt like it was trying to be A24 but doing that, and it's just a wet fart.
It very much is. It's we've got this movie, Death Unicorn. Who can we cast? Jenna Ortega. People love Wednesday.
Yeah, it all feels very much like
Who
obvious choices.
Yeah, who could be a dad? Who could be Paul Rudd? Everyone loves Paul Rudd.
Yeah, we'll get him to do some stupid shit with Jimmy Fallon promoting this, and it'll get buzz on socials. Yeah, get Paul Rudd in there.
Yeah.
And get a respected character actor that people really like. Richard E. Grant. Cool.
Yeah.
It's just tick. That Geraldine, I can't remember her surname, but from Drive Away Dolls, who people like.
Oh,
that was her, wasn't it? As the scientist girl.
It was Sunita Mani.
Wow. Well, that's me having a bit of a faux pas there. I thought it was that Geraldine Sasha, the one.
No, it's not. I did think it was her at first, but it isn't. It's the girl from...
Never mind.
She's in Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Who's she in that then?
She's the queen of
TV,
the TV
musical queen.
Yeah. I've seen... The thing is,
that's what I recognise her from.
Yeah.
She's the ghost of Christmas Past in Spirited, who shags Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, that's what I recognised her from. And she's fun in that.
Yeah.
But yeah, the thing about Death of a Unicorn is you summed it up, I think, Ian, with your Letterboxd review. It's not funny enough to be a comedy, and there's nowhere near enough horror in it for it to be a horror.
Yeah.
And there isn't even enough of each of them that bounce off each other for it to be a comedy horror. It's just a thing that's happening whilst you're in the room.
It's a comedy horror that's not funny and not scary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Apart from when Will Poulter's speaking.
Then he's quite funny. But I reckon that's just Will Poulter.
Yeah. I think he's just good at that type of comedy.
The creature design's fucking shocking.
Yeah, it's not great, is it?
No.
It's just not very good. It's just a bit of a waste of everyone's time.
I think Ian summed it up. It is minimum viable product.
Yeah.
But it's so lazy.
Yeah. Yeah, it really is.
Really disappointed.
Yeah.
Evil Unicorns should be a fucking slam dunk.
No, they shouldn't. You don't. No.
If you do it right.
I don't think it is. Do you know what? The other bit of it, people are bored of unicorns. Unicorns have had their time. They can go away now.
I think that's maybe just you.
But that's fine. But I think I've been proven right.
I just think that this is a shit film.
Yeah, because it's got a unicorn in it. I do think it was shit.
Yeah, I think it was shit. Really disappointed.
Yeah, do you know, yeah. I don't know, maybe... But I do you know what? I haven't said anything good about it. Yeah, shit.
Our audience poll was definitely not shit 33%, touching cloth 33%, and shit 33%.
Fair. Divisive.
Yeah. It's I don't care. Do you know what we do care about?
What?
A thing shouting on on the Instagram. We do care about a Minecraft movie, though, don't we?
Sure.
So, directed by Jared Hess, which I didn't know about until it came up on the screen, and thought, that's wild. Isn't he the guy who did Napoleon Dynamite? And then things started to make sense. Stars Jack Black, Jason Momoa, Emma Myers, Daniel Brooke, and Jennifer Coolidge just playing Jennifer Coolidge, and Matt Berry.
Right at the end there.
Are suddenly pulled through a mysterious portal into a bizarre cubic wonderland that thrives in imagination. To get back home, they'll have to master this world while embarking on a quest with an unexpected expert crafter named Steve. Ian, a Minecraft movie. Was there a lot of DiCaprio in moments? Because there wasn't for me, because I don't know what a Minecraft actually is.
Oh, mate, I didn't have a clue, but everybody else in the cinema did, apart from, like, basically any of the other adults. It was... What was your screening like? When did you go? What time?
I went middle of the day, and busy enough, and people really liked it.
Was there cheering?
Yes.
Yeah. I've never seen anything like that I saw in this screening.
Can I also add as well? I love it when people who have gone to see a movie enjoy a movie. I'm all for it.
Basically, as long as people are vibing it sincerely,
yeah,
and they're not throwing shit around,
yeah,
I'm fine. Obviously, you know, there's been videos and stuff of, like, American cinemas, people just chucking their popcorn all over the place. That is no bueno. But there was a lot of cheering. There was a lot of applauding. And, I mean, it was like I was watching a foreign language film without subtitles in terms of my comprehension there. And I would look around while, like, Lottie and her friends were clapping. And, like, I'd just see a couple of other parents just, like, also looking around. And, you know, and the thing is, there was this one group of kids who were applauding, like, a lot. And to the point that Lottie didn't join in on some of it because it was obviously like, what the fuck? And as I was leaving, there was a guy really laying into one of the cinema staff members about, like, why are you guys not policing this more?
Okay.
And it was difficult because it was. Were they like maybe a little bit extra, especially looking at Lottie's reaction to it a couple of times, maybe. But at the same time, were they throwing shit around? And do you not understand that going to the Minecraft film at 1:20 on a Saturday afternoon on its first weekend was probably going to have a shitload of excited kids in it?
Yeah.
Grow up, mate.
Yeah. You just... It's not your time to go.
No, and I thought it was interesting that we'll talk about the film in a second, but there's been a lot of mingy reaction to this. And
do you know what I think that is?
People being scared that they don't get the thing and that they're not relevant.
It's that, and the other bit of it is this. What I enjoyed about it is it's emphatically not for me. It's emphatically this is a kids movie. It's not a movie that kids will enjoy, and that there's bits in that I will enjoy. It's a kids movie, and I happen to enjoy kids movies.
And so this is the thing. I loved going to see it with Lottie and her friends because of how much they vibed on it. But do you know what as well? It's a video game movie directed by the guy who made Napoleon Dynamite, and his fingerprints are all over it. And I like his work. I am a defender of Gentleman Broncos. I really like that film. And so, particularly the opening 20-25 minutes, it's super Napoleon Dynamite.
Yeah, it really is. Because when it came up with some stuff, I was like, what? Where? Your brain goes through, so I was like, Napoleon Dynamite guy. And then, like, 10 minutes at the movie, I was like, the Napoleon Dynamite guy has directed this movie. Yep. He 100% has.
And I liked as well that there were only a couple of things that were really, like, jokes for the adults. But, saying that, Jennifer Coolidge saying to Jason Momoa's character, nicknamed the Garbage Man, I'm paraphrasing here, but something like, oh, you're the Garbage Man. You can throw me out whenever you want, but you have to make sure the bag's tied up tight because there's raccoons down there.
Yeah, it's you're the trash man, it's the garbage man, actually, where you can take me to the curb anytime you want.
But just the whole, like, you'll have to make sure the bag's tied up tight because there's raccoons down there.
The thing is,
it's a good line.
There's so many, like... The thing is, I don't think there's a script to this movie. Or, I think there was a script given to Jack Black and Jason Momoa, and they both just went, no. And it was just, we're going to say whatever comes into our heads at that moment.
The bit where they fucking 69 to get through that hole. Yeah. Like, what?
What is it Momoa says to him? Something like, I'm going to have to squeeze your head, but it's for I'm going to have to squeeze, but it's for your safety. I appreciate that.
Again, that's a Napoleon Dynamite line. That could be in Napoleon Dynamite.
Yeah, it's right. I enjoyed. I think it is too long. It's 101 minutes. I think you could easily shave time. I was a little bit. I don't know what's going on here at one point, but I think that was more. It was a battle thing, and there was things happening, and I think if I knew more about Minecraft, I'd be going, "This is pretty fucking cool, actually."
That's the thing, like that bit where the Slender Man looking thing
Yeah.
that's called an Enderman. Like, at least I knew what that was. And I actually said to Lottie, "Is that an Enderman?" She was like, "Yeah." And she looked basically the proudest she's ever looked at me. But no, I mean, no, you're right. It is too long. And, you know, the bit with the chicken jockey, which, again, chicken jockey, people fucking applauding. What the fuck's going on?
I don't understand it yet.
I don't think that entire scene needed to be in there, but it obviously did, so they could do chicken jockey.
Yeah.
Fine, you know. I don't know. I mean, I'm fine. It reminds me of. Do you remember Skinamarink?
Yes.
Like we talked about that, and I was like, I don't find it scary, but kids now and teens are being brought up in a completely different world, and some of the things they're being exposed to at that kind of age may well mean that they find different things scary, and that's fine. And that's exactly it with the Minecraft movie, and it speaks to a wider point about movies in pop culture and whatnot, where it's a different world, and there's completely different stimulus, and people like saying, "Oh, it's AI slop," which I want to punch people in the face every time I hear that phrase now, because it doesn't mean anything. All it is a phrase for people to use when they don't understand something and they're pissed off that they don't understand something.
Yeah, it's become a really lazy way to kind of like demean something, is by saying, "Oh, it just feels like it's filtered out by AI."
Yeah, and I mean, it's like
my thing always there is, Mac and Me happened 40 odd years ago. Sorry, the AI thing is bullshit.
And I don't know. I mean, like we've said earlier on about something about it being generated by AI. There's derivative is one thing, just not understanding it because you're not fucking 15 anymore is something else. And Minecraft is a film. I don't necessarily understand the entire fucking thing, but I'm not going to say, "Oh, it's shit," because I don't like it's not made for me and I don't understand the references. I celebrate the fact that I enjoyed it as much as I did.
The thing there is would my enjoyment have been made more so had I if I knew more about it? Yes. Did I enjoy it enough to make it emphatically worth my time? Yes. Yeah. I think I gave it, on Letterboxd, I gave it 3 out of 5. I think I was harsh. I think in reality, it probably isn't quite a 4, but it probably is a 3.5. And a 3.5 that I just really enjoyed, and it probably would have been a 4 if I'd played Minecraft for even 10 hours. And I'm not going to do that. Partially because I have Arcade Paradise to play.
Oh, that is true.
But I like the fact that Jason Momoa is just playing Jack Burton. I'm fine with that.
And he's really, really good.
Yeah, he's really
it's
fun.
A very he's really locked in.
Yeah, and he's got a good kind of arc to him that is very much. It's not deep or anything like that, but it's enough that kids will understand.
That's what it needs to do.
And that's what it needs to be. And I like the fact that it doesn't, as a movie, it doesn't talk down to kids. But also as well, it doesn't take their movie and try and make it for the parents that are taking them. And I'm really glad that it's made fuckloads of money. I'm really glad that kids are going to watch it over and over again. And it has achieved everything it should achieve. And, do you know what? it's fucking fun. I will watch a Minecraft movie again.
I probably would as well. And if it means that the Donkey Kong movie is... I mean, I'm going to meet him in a couple of weeks anyway,
Ask him.
but... yeah, maybe I should. He'll understand.
He will. He'll get it. He'll get it. Or he'll throw a barrel at you. Either way, you win.
Oh, God. Yeah, I mean... Yeah, I mean, that is a little bit step on me, but God, I'd love Donkey Kong to throw a barrel at me.
It's a euphemism.
It's the only way I can achieve climax now.
The only way I can get there. Definitely not shit.
Yeah, emphatically, I will say, Jennifer Coolidge, I did like that line. It did kind of feel like how many times we'd cut back to her and that guy in the restaurant.
Yeah, it was a bit weird. Like it wasn't as fun as they thought it was.
No, but the payoff in the mid-credits was
good.
Pretty fucking funny.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, the fact that he comes out and you just go, "Holy shit, it's Matt Berry."
Because you see I saw Matt Berry's name in the credits, and I was like, "What fucking voice was it?" Because you'd know when you heard Matt Berry, and then like 5 seconds later, there he is.
Yeah. Yeah. God, do you know what? The more I fucking talk about Minecraft movie, the more I actually enjoyed it.
It's just it's funny. And I mean, Jack Black as well. He's doing his Jack Black thing, but that's that enthusiasm and that heart in the right place enthusiasm that Jack Black does so well.
Yeah.
It's there. And that vibes nicely with Momoa.
Yeah.
Like, the kid actor's kind of like whatever, to be honest. And Danielle Brooks as well, bless her, she gets nothing to fucking do in this.
No, she don't. I did enjoy the sister. I thought she was quite good.
She was alright, even though also, like, she kind of looked like she was 15 years old, but, like, she's got a job and she's actually, like, formally caretakering her
exactly.
brother.
I thought that when she was driving, I was like, that person cannot drive. They must have stolen that car. And then when I checked afterwards, it's like, oh, she's 23 years old.
Yeah, that was odd, but it's the Jack Black and Jason Momoa show.
Yeah,
and I wouldn't be surprised if in the sequel they sideline / the other characters aren't even in it. And it is Jack Black and Jason Momoa doing more shit in the Minecraft world.
Yeah. Fucking yeah.
Would watch.
Definitely would watch. I mean, I am at the point where I genuinely think, Becky, you should watch it, because I actually think you dig it.
Yeah.
It's very silly. It's very much for kids.
Silly.
But it's silly in like in just a very earnest kind of way.
Fair. I do like earnest films.
I also enjoyed I need you to come down to my school and pretend to be my uncle. I don't do that kind of thing anymore.
Yeah. I have $26 and the car just fucking rocks up.
Yeah. It's a good time.
Yeah. Our audience poll.
Oh, also, sorry, just one thing really made me laugh. It was like at the start, after the production logos, you get that loading screen.
Yeah.
Like Lottie literally just went, "Oh my god!" It was just like I don't know, man. It was like it's a proper like Minecraft is the thing that we got her into in COVID, and then like it was one of the things that kept us sane.
Yeah.
Was that she just went like balls deep into Minecraft. So seeing her watching and she likes films okay, but they're not the thing they once were, you know, and a cultural force, and no evidence of that is greater than my daughter. But watching her watch a film of this thing that she genuinely loves was cracking as well. So my feelings on it are somewhat subjective on that as well. but also it made me laugh. Definitely not shit.
Yeah, definitely shit. Our audience poll: touching cloth 17% and shit 83%.
Yeah, all right.
You're all miserable bastards.
There's a bit of that. I don't know. It's like, why? Unless, I mean, I'm assuming those people went to see it with their kid and they didn't enjoy it. They just didn't like it. And I suppose fair enough. But if you're calling it AI slop, have a look at yourself. And I genuinely mean that. Because, yes, you are getting old and that's okay.
Mm-hmm. It's okay for things to not be for you.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Bex, you've not spoken for a while.
No.
What have you been watching?
Not a whole hell of a lot, to be honest, but I wasn't on last week, was I?
No. Fucked it off, didn't you? To have a shower.
Have I spoken about Flow?
Yes.
No.
Oh, I don't know, actually. Fuck it, speak about it again.
Okay, so Flow is out in cinemas.
Yeah.
Flow is magnificent. If I did speak about it before, I'll keep it short, but Flow is the best animated movie I've seen that hasn't been animated by Hayao Miyazaki. It is beautiful. The story...
You have talked about it. Sorry.
Yeah,
Don't remember you saying that. Sorry, Bex.
Okay, that's fine. But
it's great.
It's out. So it is a strong recommend. Be warned, if you are an animal lover, there will be an awful lot of moments of anxiety. But it's great. I also rewatched Elvis.
Yeah.
It's just a fucking banger. It's just really fucking good. And then, like, just heartbreaking. But then I started watching the documentary that's on Netflix about the...
special.
Yes, and like there's obviously like adjacent bits talking about like the life stuff, and it is shocking because I think like it's part of the kind of things when you're watching the Elvis movie, it can't have been this big, like it can't have been this. Tom Parker can't have been that horrible. He can't have been that huge. Like his problems can't have been that big. It's obviously been dramatised for the movie, and then like watching the documentary and stuff, it's really quite accurate.
He was the first global superstar.
Yeah, and it's like when you watch him sing as well. Like I think it's easy to forget that production stuff that's available now wasn't available then. That's just his voice.
Yeah.
And what's also shocking, last thing I'll say about it, is you watch Elvis the movie and you think, fuck me, that Austin Butler, he's a good looking boy.
Sexy man.
You know, it's wild. I know Elvis was supposed to be quite good looking, but fucking hell, Austin Butler. And then you watch stuff with Elvis when he was young and it's like, oh god, he's prettier. What the fuck? How did they cope at the time?
They didn't.
They didn't.
They didn't, no.
God, he was a good looking guy, wasn't he?
Yeah, they just, the amount of fucking chairs that got waterlogged because of that man.
Waterlogged. Sorry.
You can kind of see why people got in such a tizzy about him.
Yes.
Yeah, let's go with it got in a tizzy. It's
Tizzy's bad.
So yeah, I've not finished the Elvis documentary yet, so as and when I do, if I have any further comments, I will make them. But yeah, the movie still holds up, and it wasn't just hype; it just fucking slaps. I watched Lisa Frankenstein again. Everything's rewatches, really. Apologies, but Lisa Frankenstein's just really good.
It has no right to be as good as it is.
No, and it is the central performances.
Yeah.
It's just so fucking good. She's so good in it. Catherine Newton in it.
Yeah.
She's really good in it.
She's fucking great though. Like I will watch anything with Catherine Newton in it.
Yeah.
She's just a really fun screen presence.
But Sprouse as well, given that he doesn't... I can't remember which Sprouse it is, so I'm just calling him Sprouse.
Dylan.
Is it Dylan? He considering he can't talk for most of the movie, he fucking sells that performance.
Because Cole's the...
Jughead.
Cole's the one where people keep on like messaging him saying, what's it feel like to be the ugly brother? And he just messages him like, he'll like comment back and go, "It feels great.
Fuck you.
I'm just as rich, and my girlfriend's my wife's a model."
Yeah, she's incredible looking. But yeah, I think both of them, to be fair, have come out of the child star thing.
Yeah.
Relatively fucking screwed together.
In comparison to a lot of them, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, Lisa Frankenstein. Anyone that's not seen it, again, strong recommend. I rewatched Palm Springs. We've spoken about that at length on here. It's just good.
Yeah.
It's just really good. Okay, so I rewatched for the first time in many years Josie and the Pussycats.
Nice.
Is it?
Yeah, it's really good.
Is it still that though?
Yeah, do you know what? Yeah, it's Tara Reid in it that's in it.
Tara Reid, Rachel Lee Cook, and Parker Posey.
Parker Posey's in it, but it's oh god, what's her name? She's in Clerks too.
Oh, Jonah Adams.
No,
Rosario Dawson.
that's the Badger. She's in it as well, which like it is weird watching it now through a now lens of seeing skinniness for what it is.
Yeah. And
it is bonkers how scrawny Rachel Lee Cook and Tara Reid are in this movie.
Yeah.
And how big in comparison Rosario Dawson looks, just because she's got tits. Just really big tits. But it's weird, but then she's treated in the movie as lesser.
Because she's got really big tits.
I think she's supposed to be like the less glamorous one. The film seems to treat her as, and that may be a problem from the comic books. I've never read them, but yeah, it is weird. She's treated like the problematic, unglamorous sort of third wheel in the band. But yeah, just the cynicism of the record industry and stuff like that. And then it all turns out that it's just because Parker Posey wants people to like her, and she's got a lisp for some reason, which also is treated like a real problem. It is weird. It's weird. The noughties were a weird time.
They were.
We were all really mean to each other, female people.
I don't know, it was just the noughties.
Well, no, true. I rewatched Us.
Oh, how was that?
Really good, actually. I've been wanting to rewatch it for a while, and then it dropped on Netflix, I want to say. It's not been on anything in a while. Yeah, I really enjoyed it, actually. Enjoyed it a lot more than I did on first watch. I wasn't a super fan of it on first watch, but yeah, it's really good. Really quite, I wouldn't say thought-provoking, because it's not really saying an awful lot, but it's good. It's good and creepy. Stop slow blinking at the cat. And then I rewatched Grease 2.
Go on then.
Grease 2's better than Grease. It just is.
Don't agree on that one.
It just is.
You're wrong, but carry on.
The story's less problematic.
I would maintain that the problematicness of Grease makes it.
The fact that she has to like entirely change herself to be accepted by him.
I think it's also the fact that you've got that guy who is supposed to be like 17 and he's in his 50s.
Yeah, there is a lot of that going on. Stockard Channing was quite a lot older as well, wasn't she, in it? It's less problematic, it's more wholesome, it's sweeter, the songs are better, and Rex Manning's in it, so... And Michelle Pfeiffer, come on. Young Michelle Pfeiffer, why would you not want to watch that?
Don't know, Olivia Newton-John.
Nah, blonde. Really blonde, like Australian blonde. No, I really like it, but honestly, watching Michelle Pfeiffer, like, because she's quite. I feel like she's quite a serious-ish person. She's quite reserved. She's quite classy, and then watching her do fucking Cool Rider is an experience. So she's not cool in this. Like she's high school cool. She's not cool. And then I watched a movie called.
Cool. Sorry, I just Grease 2. I've watched that film more than Grease because for some reason in my household we just watch Grease 2 loads.
Because it's better.
And it's got some great songs. Because Cool Rider like rules, but then Reproduction.
That's brilliant.
Is that in there?
Yeah.
And they let's do it for our country.
Yeah, that's
one.
great. He's great, actually. He's the best T-Bird.
Like, that scene should be fully cancelled.
Well, you did say problematic. My brain, it's less problematic than Greece. My brain did go, I mean, there's do it for our country.
Yeah, but boys, teenage boys have been trying to get into teenage girls' knickers by hook or by crook for
But I mean, like,
ever.
pretending that there's going to be a nuclear war, so they better fuck.
Yeah, but then she takes
mean,
it the wrong way, and she
You
thinks
work with what you've got. You work with what's topical.
and he doesn't manage to. Because she thinks he's saying do it for our country, meaning her go be a nurse and him go be in the army. So she opens the door.
You see that you need to lay it down. Like, you need to make sure that you're getting into the fucking crook of it.
Yeah.
You're not skirting around the edges.
Rockahula Luau is better than Ramalama Ding Dong or whatever the fuck
Ramalama
it
Ding
is.
Dong's a great song. Sorry, no, you're wrong.
What's it actually called? We Go Together, isn't it?
Yeah.
Bip-ba-dip-ba-dip-doo-bop-ba-doo-be-dop.
See,
That one.
you can't even hum the other one.
But Cool Rider as well. The lyrics, isn't it like, if he's cool enough, he can burn me through and through.
Yes.
Yeah,
All right, maybe
that's good stuff. Especially when Michelle Pfeiffer's singing it.
Straddling a stepladder.
It's
Skin-tight trousers.
it's good stuff, man. Like, fucking Rex Manning.
Yeah. Yeah. What's he actually called? It's not Rex Manning, it's
Maxwell Caulfield.
That's it.
Yeah.
He's alright in it. He credits this with ruining his career though, doesn't he?
Yeah.
He went into porn after this.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, he was a Lorno actor, wasn't
And then he turned up in The Merry Gentleman last year on Netflix.
he? He did, yeah.
Grease 2
I've
better than Grease.
got a soft
slightly.
spot for Maxwell Caulfield.
Yeah.
Sorry, mate.
No, I'm just saying it's just better.
What else you got?
And then the last one I watched on my own was The Inheritance with Bob Gunton.
Oh, yeah.
Anyone out there that's thinking of watching this, just fucking don't. Just go watch Ready or Not.
Is that on Netflix?
I'm not telling you because I don't want you to watch it.
But I'm not going to, so can you tell me?
Sure? No, I don't think so. The Inheritance. No, it's not.
Oh. The fuck's that on Netflix at the moment? Anyway, sorry. Go on.
Shit, derivative of Ready or Not. It's lazy.
It's after the Reddit, isn't it, as well? Yeah.
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 It's predictable. It's just crap. Just utter shite.
I think we only watched one film together this week, Beth.
We did, I know.
Yeah. What was it, though?
It was fucking Goodfellas,
It was
man.
a banger, though, wasn't it? Yeah. We rewatched Goodfellas.
Yes, we did.
Because why the fuck not?
Why the fuck not? Why wouldn't you?
Yeah. One thing I'll say about Goodfellas, well, a few things I'll say about Goodfellas. One, it is incredibly watchable.
Yes.
Two, Martin Scorsese directs the living fuck out of it.
Yeah.
From that fucking zoom that comes in, where ever since I can remember I wanted to be a gangster, bump. To the ending of just Joe Pesci shooting at the screen. It's just... Every moment is a chef's kiss. It's basically chef's kiss the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just really oughta... It's just perfect.
I think it's as close to a perfect movie as you could get, to be honest.
It is. It's just spectacular.
It's still
I really like this painting. The dog's looking that way. He's just like, what are you going to do?
What are you doing about it? It's just... Yeah, fucking hell. But later on, don't paint any more religious paintings.
Yeah. The bit where they're like, it kind of looks like a guy we know. Lol.
They all just start...
And they're just like yucking it up about the fact that it looks like a guy they've just murdered and he's in their boot.
But then later on when they're digging him up and it stinks and it's
Yeah.
going...
And they're just laughing.
Got a leg. a wing.
How about a wing?
It just portrays them as absolute dicks.
Yeah.
But that it's all a laugh to them. But it all ends so badly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's still not my favourite Scorsese, but it is up there.
It's probably not my favourite Scorsese, but it
My
is.
favourite Scorsese.
My favourite Scorsese is probably Wolf of Wall Street. But the best Scorsese, I still think, is probably Taxi Driver.
Ian?
Yeah, I mean, Goodfellas is up there, isn't it?
I think you were right. I think it is probably one of the most perfect movies.
I think that hurts it though, because then you just automatically put it on another level in your brain.
Like 7.
Like so 7 then.
Yeah.
I don't know, it's difficult because there's like best and then most watchable.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because Goodfellas is his most watchable film.
Yeah. Because it is so watchable.
Well, favourite and best can be different.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, totally. Because that's the thing, I talked about The Irishman a few weeks back, and that film, it was only the second time I'd actually watched it, and that film really impressed me this time round. You know, like, the last hour of that film is fucking... It makes the movie, which for a 3.5 hour long film is incredible.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it's like Shutter Island is a low-key banger for me as well.
Shutter Island's
But it's
my
because-
favourite.
That's your favourite Scorsese.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, it's genre inflected, isn't it? Like, I you know, as a player of like the Silent Hill games, you know, and like Alan Wake and whatnot,
Yeah.
I'm not surprised it's your favourite, you know. Yeah. God, it's gonna suck when he goes.
Oh God, I just hope he's got at least another 1, 2 movies in him.
Yeah, he's got to make his film with Dwayne Johnson before he dies.
Yeah.
The Rock won't let him
Yeah.
until he does.
Right, I'll go into what I've watched then. I rewatched Meet the Parents.
How was that?
Do you know what? It's a fun movie. It's weird. De Niro's a lot more fun in it than I remember. You see it as more of a performance
Yeah.
there. I think you've got to get through the fact that Ben Stiller is... It's maybe the start of, you know, like, principal characters not being likeable. I feel like Ben Stiller kind of started that trend. Because he's not likeable.
I think he's inherently not likeable.
Throughout it. So you almost kind of like, you're rooting for him, but also you want him to fail. So yeah, that was good. Rewatched Liar Liar.
Yeah.
I rewatched Liar Liar. I'm going to set a little scene for you here. So we'd been to see Frank Turner, hadn't we?
Yes.
And then we'd gone back to our hotel.
Yes.
And you'd instructed me that I needed to go out and get food, hadn't you?
Yes.
So I went out to get food, and there wasn't that many places around where we were that seemed decent. Found a place.
So you sat in a takeaway and ended up watching the whole of Liar Liar that was on ITV2 and forgot the food was ready.
Not quite. Worse.
Right.
I came back with Becky's kebab.
You had been gone 2 hours.
I'd been gone, like, literally just under half an hour, which admittedly is a long time when you're a little bit tipsy. But I've been about half an hour. I came back. Becky told me that I'd been gone for too long and that she wasn't eating her food, so I went back to sleep. The way that the hotel room was orientated, there was nowhere for me to sit. So I ended up having to sit in, like, the doorway. And I got my iPad out to watch a movie while I was eating my burger that I got.
Mark, I don't believe you. There must have been somewhere to sit other than the doorway.
No.
No.
Like,
It
literally,
was a
where the
bar.
end of the bed
No,
was.
Becky, don't back him up.
Where the end of the bed was.
Really?
There was maybe, a foot and a half to where the window was.
If that.
Yeah. So there was
to edge past the bed.
Unless I sat on the bed, which I couldn't really do because.
What kind of hotel room were you staying in? It sounds like you're in a fucking. That was a travel lodge.
In fact, it was the Ancoats. You know where we stayed when we went to see John Carpenter?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, it was one of those. But it was like the very end room, wasn't it? Also, as well, it was a south-facing room. The sun had been beaming on it, so it was like sleeping on the surface of the fucking sun.
And they'd had the heating
on. So I'm sat there, got my iPad out. My iPad battery died. There was no plug near it. So I had to watch my phone and then went, right, literally, I've got my burger in my hand, I've got a drink that I had literally, because I bought the York kebab and I bought my thing and I bought some fries and he went, and as I was picking it up, he went, oh, what drink do you want? I went, both Coke Zeros. He went, oh, it's just one drink. And I literally, because I was pissed off at how long it had taken, I went, fuck off, mate, give me 2 fucking cans of Coke Zero. And he just did. I think he must have thought, this guy just seems actually genuinely pissed off.
Yeah.
So I'm there, and my Coke Zero, and I just went, I loaded up Netflix, and the first movie I saw, I just went, liar, liar, that'll do. I ended up watching it all.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like Liar Liar. It's fun. It has aged horribly.
Yeah.
But it's fun. Right, what else have I got?
I mean, you do have that bit, though, where he says that I haven't seen it for like 20 years, but it's always stuck with me, where it's like he has to go pee.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, that's really unusual. And it's like, you know, leaving urine and you're like, I can't remember. It's like if you
it can make it struggle to get an erection or even become aroused.
Yeah, and is that true? It has to be.
And the judge is like, it just basically goes, well, in that case, I better go myself as well.
Yeah, that's always stuck with me. Just like it has to be.
It's a fun movie. I enjoyed it. It's deeply silly, but fair enough. I watched The Wizard, which is absolutely an inspiration for
the Fred Savage one.
Yeah. So have you seen this before, Ian?
I have. I feel like you with time is like the TARDIS.
Yeah, so I watched The Wizard. Do you know what? I fucking really enjoyed this.
Where do you get the time? Like, I've been unemployed for getting on for 3 months. And I can't say that I've ever had the time in 3 months of unemployment to go, I'm gonna watch The Wizard.
Yeah, I did. I watched it. It was a lunch watch, but I fucking... Do you know what? You can tell how good a movie is, or how much I'm enjoying a movie. A lunch watch is if I get to work and I go, fucking 5 hours, I get to watch the rest of fucking Wizard. Not I'm looking forward to my lunch and chilling out. I was like, I was excited. If I'd have had the day off after I started watching The Wizard, because I finished watching that movie and I in one break, and so I watched the first 20 minutes of The Wizard. That break.
Yeah.
If I'd have had a day off the next day, I'd have got up and watched it straight away.
Aww.
I was really fucking like, I'm enjoying this movie. Yeah, so it's 9-year-old kid, Jimmy Woods. He has
Played by James Woods.
PTSD. Unfortunately not played by James Woods. And he basically goes... He keeps wandering and going on these walks. Doesn't talk. but just says that he wants to go to California. So
how does he? How does he not talk but says he
that's
wants
the
to go
only
to
thing he can
California?
say is California.
Right.
And so he goes. His mother and his stepfather, played by the guy who keeps slapping Chandler Bing on the arse.
Nice.
But he put him in like a special school.
What, the guy who goes like, Bing!
Yeah, him. So he plays the douchebag stepdad.
I need to find out who he is, because he's been in things.
Yeah, he's been in quite a bit, hasn't he? Is it Will? No, it's not him. So he, like, they send Jimmy to like this special school, but it turns out.
I literally just googled guy who slaps Chandler on ass, and it's come back character actor Sam McMurray.
McMurray, yeah, that's the guy. Yeah.
Well done, Google. Well done.
So it turns out that the Beau Bridges is the kid's actual father. But the working out of the kids is a bit weird. I'm not entirely sure how it all fucking works out. But anyway, Beau Bridges has 3 sons, Jimmy, and he also has Fred Savage and Christian Slater. Fred Savage's character, who's like 13 years old, goes and breaks the kid out of Jimmy out of this special school that he's in, and they go on a fucking walk and hitch to California. On the way, Fred Savage goes to I think it's a bus station they're at, and he's going to pay to try and get a bus ticket to California. So just slings a couple of quarters in Double Dragon, and Jimmy starts playing Double Dragon. But it turns out he's a fucking wizard at games. So then, Jenny Lewis's character, who they meet at the bus station, Haley, decides that we should enter him into this arcade competition. And the way they're going to get to that's in Reno, the way they're going to get to there is they're going to basically hustle the kid playing video games against people. And that's kind of what happens. Fuck, I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
It is massively sponsored by Nintendo.
Yeah.
There is a montage scene of them in Reno where you've got Jenny Lewis just ringing up Nintendo's customer support line to ask them where these arcades are, and the guy at the end of like the line is going, "Oh yeah," and it's a montage of this guy telling him where all these different arcade machines are, so that he can play as many of the games that are going to be in this arcade competition as possible.
Shameless.
It's fucking great.
That guy, Sam McMurray,
Yeah,
has been in so many things for so long.
yeah.
That he has played 2 separate guest characters in NCIS.
Yeah. Yeah. Also, he's in a lot
Like-
of movies as well.
Yeah, because Don's in the room, and she was just like, "We've seen him in something recently."
Yeah.
And yeah, no, he's the guy, the office worker who chats to Chevy Chase in Christmas Vacation.
Yep.
But yeah, I mean, absolute jobbing actor. Like it's incredible.
Yeah. His career's fucking great.
But it's like, how do folks with a career like that actually make money? Where they're just in like one episode of something 5 times a year. What is that career?
It's very much a job rather than something that it's more a how do I make they all have mortgages.
But no, I mean, yeah, I just fair play. It doesn't seem like an awful lot of work to actually sustain a career.
But like, I mean, he's had like good runs on bits, hasn't he, over the years? I think. I think he was. He did a lot. He does a lot of voice acting as well.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, like, he must. Yeah, I don't know. Like, he must just keep on paying his dues to like his union and whatnot, and he'll get a nice pension out at the end of it. And he's probably getting paid now. Yeah, I don't know. It's just like actors who just a bit pop up in things. Like, how the fuck do they actually make money? It's
They probably don't make a shit ton of money, but I bet he does all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, Wizard. Genuinely, I really fucking enjoyed it. It's a fun movie, and it's a good adventure. Yeah.
Yeah.
I really, really enjoyed my time with it.
Okay.
Ian, moving on, and a nice segue. The Player.
Oh yeah. Yeah, because you were gonna watch it or started watching it. Yes, that's right. Yeah, I don't know, pretty ahead of its time. It's playful and really quite crazy ending as well. I thought.
Yep.
Like, his ex-girlfriend really gets shit on in that film.
Yes. Yeah, it very much has him as just a real fucking piece of shit.
Yep. Yep. Real scumbag.
But he plays it really well, because at no point do you actually like him. But you don't even root for him, but you do go along on the journey.
Yeah, that's the thing, because you do go along the journey with him, and you do want to find out who the hell is like sending me these notes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It paints Hollywood as, why would anybody actually work in that world?
Yeah, it's very much got that Robert Altman style as well to it. That it all feels a little bit floaty. You do feel like you're not, like, a lot of directors want you to be in the action, but want you to be kind of like you're at the forefront. You're the person this has been viewed for. With Altman, you're almost watching it from like afar. Like you're almost like observing what's going on rather than being involved in what's going on. There's this weird. He has a weird way that he sets out his movies. Like there's not a lot of like close-up shots. You're often quite far away from things that are happening. I really enjoyed my time with it, and just the amount of, and Altman became famous for this, just the amount of like people that just get dropped into it is really quite fun.
Yeah, I mean, like it was just like everybody wanted to work with him.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's that real, like, yeah, I'll just turn up for a day if you want me to.
Yeah. Burt Reynolds called him a fucking schmuck.
Yeah.
Ian, what else have you been watching?
Okay. Yeah, I've got a few things this week. So, yeah, for some reason, I think I just flicked on it on Amazon. Robin Hood Men in Tights.
Tights.
Indeed. Which I thought I'd seen before, but I don't think I had. It's definitely a film of its time. The kind of like the hip hop intro and outro.
Oh fuck! I forgot about that.
I would love to have seen footage of Mel Brooks directing that on set. That would have been something. I don't. Carrie Elways, obviously he's like Hot Shots alum and knows what he's doing there. It's funny enough. I like the opening credits where every now and then you get the guys firing the arrows and then the fire's revealing the credits, and then like it basically turns out that they're just setting a fire on village and a village on fire even, and they're just like, every time Mel Brooks makes a film, one of our villages gets destroyed. that's like some good absurdist stuff to that. So yeah, it's fine. It's 32 years old. Isn't that terrifying?
Yeah, saw it at the cinema.
Yeah. So in that vein, and inspired by the Naked Gun trailer, I watched the first Naked Gun, and it still really, really works. It's still very, very funny. Again, I'm paraphrasing, but I'm a big fan of I'm Dutch Irish, but my father's Welsh. It's good.
But it shouldn't be funny, but it just is.
No, yeah,
it's the delivery.
It's what I'm assuming Liam Neeson's gonna do in the new one, where it's just all straight.
Yeah.
And it is very, very funny. And Lottie watched a little bit with me as well, and was enjoying the slapstick element to it. There's a lot of stuff in that film that's pretty ageless. And also, OJ's not in the first one all that much.
Yeah.
So, there's that as well. But yeah, Naked Gun. Really enjoy it. Again, flicking through stuff on Amazon, and decided to watch a Gamer.
Fucking hell. The
Neville Dean Taylor film.
Yeah. With, is it... Who's the villain at Michael C. Hall, is it?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. It's like the most abrasive film you might ever watch.
It's fucking good. I'm sure it's been, quite violent.
It's screaming at you for an hour and a half, basically. And it's really quite overwhelming. But also, Michael C. Hall.
He's really good.
Considering this film is, sorry,
I remember him being really fun in it.
He is, and this film is 16 years old, but he could absolutely be playing a tech bro dickhead from today in it. It's really quite something, actually. He's more charismatic than Elon Musk, but he's not a million miles away from it. And he's good. The whole people just want to control these automatons, but they're actually real people, but they've got chips in their brains that, it's almost kind of like Severance, actually. In the kind of this is their job, but they're disconnected from their actual self. Is Severance. So it's a film that actually has aged all right. In that way, it's also incredibly misogynist. And Logan Lerman plays this gamer kid who is just the biggest dickhead. But I don't know. It's a film directed by the guys who did the Crank films, but with no humour whatsoever. And what makes the Crank films is the humour.
Yeah.
That's the special sauce. There's not that in this. It wants you to feel creeped out and kind of disgusted and whatnot, and it does that effectively, but it makes for a film that, abrasive would be the word that I'd go with. I can't say it's an enjoyable time. Which would also apply to The Day the Earth Stood Still. Not the original, the Keanu Reeves remake. Scott Derrickson directed this.
Yep.
When he was a jobber, but got major blockbusters.
Yeah.
Which is interesting. The thing about this film is that Klaatu, played by Keanu Reeves, is convinced to give the Earth another shot due to the experiences that he has on Earth. A lot of them involving Jaden Smith. And if I was Klaatu's manager and I was doing a performance review, I'd have some real questions.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. I would be like, I'm not sure you got the right messages here.
Jaden Smith wants to, emphatically wants you to die and calls the authorities on you, I think maybe twice in the film. Mm-hmm. And Keanu Reeves changes his mind because he sees Jaden Smith hug Jennifer Connelly and has a conversation with John Cleese.
Yeah.
And
Jennifer Connelly, who is effectively his stepmom and guardian, and he's a dick to her.
And he is awful to her.
Yeah.
He's really, really horrible to her. But then also, you've got the military people just making bad decisions throughout the entire thing.
I mean, it is the American military, so...
Yeah. But again, I don't know why he's... There's nothing in this film that he sees that would make me think that a higher intelligence would go, yeah, they're worth saving. But then it's also very funny, the ending of this film. I mean, this film feels like it's been chopped to pieces.
Right.
And at the end, it's... Keanu Reeves says, like, oh, you know, yes, I can save you, but there will be a sacrifice. And then the sacrifice is basically everybody's electricity gets shut off. And to just believe that the world would be like, oh yeah, but look out the window, it's another day.
Yeah.
Bollocks. Bollocks. It would be absolute chaos and it would become feral in days.
Well, I'd say by the end of the day.
Yeah. You know, so it's this film that feels it's straining to make you feel empathy, like the original does, and it's just this. Like the action, there's nothing really that involving with that. It's like the Gort is just a big robot that turns into bugs. Great. Excuse me. And it is... Excuse me, sorry. It's... Thank you. Bless you. Bless me. It's just a... Yeah, I mean, it came out in like 2008, shit the bed, and no one's ever talked about it again. Like, I'd fully expect if anybody ever brought it up to Scott Derrickson, he'd just be like, I didn't direct that.
I mean, it made money.
Did it?
Yeah. 230 odd million.
What was the budget?
80.
Fucking hell, it probably did wash its face then.
Yeah.
I mean...
No one liked it.
No. Do you know what? For what it's worth, 80 million of 2008 money for that film, yeah, alright, fair enough. That production value shown on screen.
Yeah.
You know, like, fair dues. That is a relatively frugally made film. And if it... You know, if a blockbuster was to make 250 million worldwide these days, it'd be like, what the fuck went wrong? But, you know what, 17 years ago? Yeah, fair dues. Alright, fair enough. It's a bad film, though. And Jaden Smith's really, really bad. And I'm actually pretty glad he just kind of went, acting's not for me, because it wasn't.
Yeah, just wandering around being Will Smith's kid, that's my thing.
Yeah, great. Good on you. So, last couple, and a thematic double bill. Rewatch Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. yeah, just like Goodfellas, one of the watchable films.
Yeah, just so watchable. It's so good.
Yeah. If Tarantino just decided, do you know what, I'm not going to get any better than Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and I've given myself only one film, I'm just going to call it quits. Like, from a way to end a career, like a directing career, it'd be like, yeah, all right, dude, fair play.
I'd be gutted that we're not getting another Quentin Tarantino movie, but I would also go, but again, it's a hard one to top, mate. Yeah, fair play.
Yeah. You know, obviously we've had that news about Fincher directing his script, which Cliff Booth Lives, I think it's called, which is apparently a reworked version of The Movie Critic.
Yes.
Which is interesting.
Yeah. Very. Yeah, when that bit came out, I was like, oh, okay. That's more interesting then. Yeah.
It's... honestly, I think it would suck to not have any more Tarantino, but it would be one of the perfect final films, if not the perfect final film.
And I think that's a little bit why he's struggling at the moment, because I think he thinks that as well.
Yeah.
But I also think he wants to do another movie. But it's like, I need to have an idea that will top that, and I don't know that I'm gonna. So leaving his options open.
He's fucked himself over so bad, saying he'd only direct 10 films.
Yeah.
And doubling down on it as much as he has. He's fucked himself over so hard.
Yeah, he should have just said, he should have used the out of, I'm only going to direct 10 Quentin Tarantino movies, which is what he said originally. And then just been able to go, well, fuck it, I'm gonna do a fucking remake of, I don't know, fucking The Fall.
Yeah. Just a remarkable film. I enjoy watching Once Upon a Time in Hollywood an awful lot.
Yeah.
What I don't enjoy watching about an hour and a half of is Babylon.
Alright.
So, it's my third go around with Babylon. Every time I go in and I'm just like, there are sequences, entire 10-15 minute bits of this film that rule. And they do. And then you've got the second half, which maybe has about 20 minutes that I like out of an hour and a half. And your film's 3 hours, 10 minutes long.
Yeah.
And, I messaged the boy chat the other day, so, Mark's already kind of read this opinion. But the thing about Babylon that staggers me is that anyone putting that amount of money into it thought that people would be that interested in what it is. It is such an insider Hollywood thing where what's it actually about? It's a depressing version of Singing in the Rain, where the advent of talkies ruins people's careers.
Yeah.
I mean, boiling it down, you've got the trumpet player who is barely in it, and that you could actually just take that character out and save half an hour, and that would actually help the film. Or you could turn it into a mini-series and expand him. You've got the titles writer who has the most superficial relationship with Margot Robbie's character, who also doesn't need to be in it. And then what is it? It's Brad Pitt and Margot Robbie, both playing really charismatic people when people can't hear their acting.
Yeah.
And then when they can, it goes downhill. What I will say, I remember when we originally reviewed this, and the last scene with Brad Pitt, I was just like, it was really obvious that he was going to kill himself, and fucking just, oh God, is it actually going to do this? Yes, okay, it's doing this. This time around, I don't know, something actually clicked for me where I got on the vibe of that character arc, and I actually, I got it. It's just this guy who the world's left him behind, and he doesn't want to just be a old man looking back on things, being respected by people, but not really contributing. Where in like the start, he gets drunk and he likes the ladies and whatnot, but he's also really passionate about the filmmaking. And then by the end, it's like nobody actually wants you that really wants you anymore, and it's like, right, I've got nothing left, and that's actually really tragic. The Margot Robbie character and Diogo Calva is supposed to be this great doomed tragic romance. I don't really get that at all. And Nellie Leroy is not a great character.
No.
She's just somewhat...
She's kind of a dick.
She's a dickhead who wants to be famous more than she wants to act. And just sets herself up for all these fails, brings Manny down with her. But Chazelle's filmmaking, the last shot of her where she just gets out of the car and just dances into darkness rules.
Yeah,
that is great. And then, nobody hears from her again, and then there's a montage, and she's just a side bit on the front page of Variety. Nellie Leroy, silent film actress, found dead at 34.
Yeah,
and that's cracking. But this is the thing: it's not short enough, and it's not long enough.
Yeah,
but it can't be a mini-series because it is a fucking film.
Yeah, but it is.
And
but it is too long.
No, it is. And you've got that sequence at the end where he's watching Singing in the Rain, and then you get a montage of film before that and after, and like that. I really, really like Damien Chazelle, but that is just such some... I'm one of the big boys.
The thing is,
like filmmaking, that it's
the thing is
absurd.
I think there's a bit before that sequence that you get at the end where I think it's after everything's come crumbling down, and you get there's a flashback to like the party scene, I think, isn't there?
Yeah,
and it's them marching across the screen. That's where it should have ended. Ended there. And everyone's story's told.
But now I'm the Oscar-winning director of La La Land. I'm making a film about Hollywood. I'm going to make this the film about Hollywood.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do this montage at the end where I'm going to show you T2 and Avatar. And it's just, what is this doing here?
Yeah, just...
But saying that opening half hour or so before the title card even pops up is great. The sequence where Spike Jonze is playing the director and Manny has to get the film is brilliant. Yeah. The scene where they're trying to get where they just started playing with sound, and they're trying to get Nelly to hit her mark and all that kind of stuff, and you got the guy who just has that absolute rant at people. It's just like, if anybody ruins this take, I'm going to shit on you. I mean, that all rules, and that's all in the first hour and a half.
I think I'm going to rewatch it again fairly soon. I keep waiting because I want to get it on 4K.
It's $3.99 on iTunes at the moment in 4K.
I might compromise on that.
Yeah, I really, 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 really want to like Babylon, and I do. Like, that's the thing. Every time I rewatch it, it's just like, yeah, shit, man, this is working.
And then it just doesn't quite. It lose you a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, the entire Tobey Maguire bit, it's about 20, 25 minutes, and it's just, why is this in here?
See, I quite like the Tobey Maguire bit, so I think that's where it still gets me.
Ah, fair enough. Yeah, but it's just like, I can't. Yeah, I like it way more than I did the first time round. I'll say that. But I'm really, I think I've hit my point now where I'm like, it's 7 out of 10, and it's like the most disappointing 7 out of 10.
Fair.
So there you go. Anyway, that's me.
Cool. Right. Questions. We have a couple. Where are they? Andrew Jones asks, would an Eric Roberts led Dead or Alive 2 be a hit if Jack Black were in it now? Well, let's fucking hope that what's her name isn't in it. Holly Valance isn't in it. Because I think it would have to probably have fucking Mel Gibson directing it and and what's his name? What's his fucking name that does all of the right-wing loon films?
Oh,
Jim Caviezel.
Oh, I was going to say Kevin Sorbo.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
What's his face out of that Superman TV series? He does right-wing bullshit stuff now as well, doesn't he?
Oh, shit. Dean Cain.
Dean Cain, yeah. Yeah.
And then that ex-wrestler chick, she can be in it.
Basically,
Grano.
Basically, anybody whose career took a fucking swan dive and decided, "Ooh, do you know what? Do you know what I'm going to do?" I'd watch it because it's got Eric Roberts in it. I'd watch anything with Eric Roberts in it, but I can't because he's in so fucking much that all I would do would be watch Eric Roberts movies.
He's in Babylon.
He is in Babylon, yeah. He's
I
quite
will
good in Babylon.
rewatch that, to be fair.
Right.
Well, less now, but...
Dylan says, what film would you put in a time capsule to explain the state of movies today to future generations?
Say that again.
What film would you put in a time capsule today to explain movies to a future generation?
Minecraft movie.
Do you know what, I saw this question earlier and thought about it. And I'd put an aura in it. I know it's the best picture winner, and it seems a little bit obvious, but I'm going off films that have been released within the past 18 months. Is where my brain went with it.
Are we trying to pretend to future generations that the state of cinema currently is good?
I think it's fun.
That's actually kind of the question for me, though. Or also, maybe more pertinently, why they'd give a shit anyway.
Well, I think as like a snapshot of time, this is what movies were like in 2025.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
100 years' time, are movies even still a thing?
If society's still a thing, probably, yeah.
Yeah.
Stories?
There will be. Because people are still doing the same thing. Yeah. Why won't they be?
If it's specifically now,
Malignant.
that's from a few years back, though, isn't it?
I think Malignant would be fun to put in a time capsule.
Well, yeah, yeah.
Look at this fucking thing. That'll just be the note.
Do you know what? You could really fuck with people when you just put a sequel to something in.
Yeah. I'm not going to be all the sky is falling about it, but I am quite concerned as to how bad screenwriting seems to have got in the last few years and how simplified stories seem to be in stuff. Like, it seems real Like stories are just like I would like to have rather than a necessity in films. Not all films, obviously. You can't tar it all with the same brush, but I do think that screenwriting quality has gone down in the last few years. And you watch some stuff and you're like, what? But that wasn't even trying to do anything. That was just a series of images.
I think you always get peaks and troughs in things.
Yeah.
People saying the same thing in the early noughties when when CG was having its full birth, and people were doing all of that and saying, "Oh, this is the death of story writing," and it won't.
No, and I'm really hoping that some good writers actually like come to the forefront and bring shit back, because it is. I'm getting very sick of really looking forward to stuff and then being disappointed because it's let down by a weak storyline.
Yeah, I still enjoy most things that I watch.
Well, that's good. I'm glad.
What are we covering next week, guys?
So, I mean, that's actually a question. So we've got The Amateur, which I'll go watch, but feels like it's destined to be the most 7 out of 10 film of the year.
Was that a drop?
No, The Amateur.
Amateur. I mean, I would put out of a drop or The Amateur, I'd probably prefer drop.
Yeah, I mean, look, I'll probably go see both, but I'm happy to say we'll defo do drop.
Yeah.
It's a new Christopher Landon film, and it's got to be better than We Have a Ghost or whatever it was called.
Yeah. You guys watched that and you really didn't like it, did you either?
No.
Bad movie.
Yeah.
What about Andre Rieu's 75th birthday? The dream continues. Showing at Cineworld.
I'll wait until his 80th.
Fair.
Right, get us out of here, Mark.
Right. Thank you very much, Rebecca.
Fuck you, listeners.
Thank you very much, Ian. We shall speak to you all next week. A goodbye.
Bye.